to learn how to write a great proposal for the CAE writing exam, also known as C1 Advanced. We will go over the structure, the key language features, and I'll even give you some useful phrases to boost your score. Let's get started. What is a proposal? A proposal is a formal piece of writing used to suggest a plan or course of action. In the CAE exam, it is often written for your boss, college principal, or club members. The aim is to persuade the reader to approve your ideas for a future project or event. A good proposal has three clear parts: an introduction, the main content with subheadings, and final recommendations. Let's break that down. Please make sure that you write a title for your proposal. However, you can do that last. Start your proposal with a clear purpose. Here's some formal phrases you can use to introduce your topic. The aim of this proposal is to. This proposal seeks to examine. The purpose of this proposal is to evaluate and recommend. Now let's look at an example. The purpose of this proposal is to suggest improvements to the college library facilities based on student feedback. Next, use subheadings to organize your ideas. Describe the current situation, then lead into what could be improved. Here is an example. Following a recent survey among students, it became clear that the current facilities are outdated and lack enough study space. In your final paragraph, give your recommendations. Use modal verbs and passive voice to sound polite and formal. It is recommended that a working group should be set up to. It would be advisable to. These suggestions should be taken into consideration. And look at the example. It is recommended that more silent study rooms be created and that students have access to digital resources. Make sure to use future tenses, modal verbs like could and would, and also conditionals. Avoid being too direct. For example, say it would be beneficial if instead of we must. When you finish writing, use this checklist to review your proposal. Is the purpose clearly stated? Do you have the appropriate headings? What about the ideas? How about the style? Have you used any modal verbs and passive voice? Do you have any clear final recommendations? If yes, you're good to go. Once you've finished writing your proposal, don't rush to submit it just yet. Use this quick checklist to make sure your writing ticks all the right boxes. First, check the content. Have you included all the key points and developed your ideas, not just repeated the task? Next, have you actually done what the task asked? Did you suggest, persuade, or explain something clearly? Is your tone formal enough? Then focus on organization. Are your paragraphs clear? And are your ideas well connected with linking words like in addition, however, or as a result? Did you use headings or titles? And finally, review your language. Try to use a range of vocabulary and check for any grammar or spelling mistakes. This checklist is a great way to boost your score in every writing paper. Let's talk about the key difference between a report and a proposal. A report is usually written about something that has already happened. For example, a survey you conducted, an event you attended, or a meeting you were part of. It focuses on the past, and its goal is to present the results and findings to someone in authority. On the other hand, a proposal is all about the future. You are looking at the current situation, maybe identifying a problem, and then suggesting that there is something that you could do about it. The aim is to persuade the reader, for example, a boss or a principal, to take some form of action. Because of this, the language used in a proposal is different too. You will often use modal verbs like could, would, or might, as well as future forms and conditionals, to explain the possible benefits of your ideas. And finally, let's see one example. There are plans to remove a small local park near the university and replace it with a parking lot. You believe the park is worth preserving. Write a proposal for the town council explaining why the park should be kept, how it could be improved, and how it could benefit students and local residents. Make sure you write in between 220 and 260 words. Here you can see an example of a proposal writing, which I'm not going to read it for you, but make sure you stop the video so you can read it. My name is Natasha. I'm a fully qualified English teacher, and that was all for today.